we see the Broncos in new uniforms next season? How about Aaron Gordon in red, white, and blue? Plus Von Miller, how much he made per tackle this season? The number will blow your mind. Welcome to your Denver Sports Daily for January 24th. Let's go.
Taking you through your morning headlines, it's Denver Sports Daily with Rachel Vigil.
Does this mean that the Denver Broncos are getting new uniforms? The question it seems like everybody is asking. Nearly every single jersey available on the Broncos website is seen on sale, even players that are expected to stay, when many are saying that the Broncos will make room on the roster. I found it fascinating that the Peyton Manning ones are obviously still at the top, but yeah, every single jersey seems to be making their move because they might be going out the door. It's fascinating, but Greg Penner was asked about the new uniforms at the end of season press conference, and it didn't seem like the announcement was in the near future. Take a listen.
Uniforms, nothing to announce on new uniforms today. That's also that's been a learning for me. I just figured when you want to change your uniform, you just made a new uniform. But boy, it's a several year process with the league and Nike to get there, and so we'll be having some things coming there in the future, but nothing to announce today.
I obviously know Broncos country is really looking forward to getting new uniforms, so this could be fascinating if it is in the near future, but also maybe they just have such a stockpile that they're like, all right, put them on sale, and then the next season we end up getting some. Who knows? A few other NFL notes. The Chargers and Jim Harbaugh met for the second time yesterday, and the two sides are in striking distance of getting a new deal done, according to Ian Rappaport. The AFC West is starting to come together, which is not a good sign for the Denver Broncos. Harbaugh with the Chargers and Justin Herbert, Antonio Pierce and the Las Vegas Raiders. That's a team that is behind each other. And then how could we forget the duo of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes? This will certainly be an interesting season as the Broncos, get back to it eventually here in a couple of months. I'm going to be fascinated to see what happens with Jim Harbaugh. Obviously, he was the number one choice for the Denver Broncos. There was all the rumors that went on last year. So definitely something to keep your eye on. But let me know in the comments how you're feeling. If Jim Harbaugh decides to go out to the Chargers and coach Justin Herbert, are you feeling ready for that? And then get ready for this crazy stat for a beloved former Bronco. Von Miller finished the season with the Buffalo Bills with 0 sacks, and 5 tackles in 14 games. Von made $15 million this year. That's $3 million per tackle. I cannot help but laugh at that stat right there. And let's talk about this hair real quick. You can see it on the sidebar. I'm not sure what are we doing with the triangle thing and the rest of it kind of shaved. I'm a little curious about this. Would love to ask Von that question, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. All right, Nuggets get a win against the Indiana Pacers, 114-109. Jokic with the final 3 and 0 emotion coming off of him. Literally none. Dribble, shot, boom, over. First triple-double for Nikola Jokic against the Pacers, which means that there's only one team left. The Washington Wizards are the only team that Nikola Jokic hasn't notched one triple-double against. Jamal Murray had 31 points on the night. And then check out this video, you guys. Jamal and KCP are both shooting 90% at the free throw line, and they play rock, paper, scissors to see who takes the technical foul. What a unique way to do it. Play the clip. Oh, maybe we don't have the clip. Maybe not. Sometimes there's always technical difficulty, you guys. Such a fun clip, though. So funny. I'll put it out on my socials later. But also, let's see. Could we see Aaron Gordon sporting the red, white, and blue on the biggest stage? Team USA announced an initial pool of 41 players to be considered for their roster on Tuesday, and Gordon is listed. How cool would it be to see Aaron Gordon absolutely sporting the USA? AG said prior to the season that he would be excited to get the opportunity to play for Team USA and would love to play in the Olympics. Michael Porter Jr. also said the same thing, but will not get the opportunity to make the roster. Nikola Jokic will, of course, play for Serbia and Jamal Murray for Canada. And a national outlet came out with the midseason grades for every NBA team. So let's have the discussion. What did they give the Nuggets? CBS Sports gave the Nuggets midseason grade a B. Is that fair? Let's have the discussion. Of course, if we bring in Joey. And you guys, we actually have a camera on Joey. Joey, what's up? Say hello to the people. Okay, so let's have the discussion. The Nuggets at a B midseason, obviously the former NBA champions. How are you feeling when you see a B? I mean, that's obviously passing. That's above average in my opinion, Joey. I know you're a big NBA guy.
That's good. It's fair. I don't think it's fair for the Nuggets. I think they deserve better. Okay. Last year they were much higher, and they only had one more win than they do right now. True. So it's similar, and I think they deserve better.
Okay, so for me, it's The Nuggets still fall off the cliff when Nikola Jokic is not on the floor. They have a plus 11.3 net rating with him in the game and a negative 8.3 net rating when he sits. One thing that's a positive for the Denver Nuggets is this is probably the healthiest that they have ever been. Jamal Murray is the only starter to miss more than 10 games. Michael Porter Jr. has played in all 44. Joey, we obviously know in previous seasons, we've talked about, the starters haven't had that chemistry and aren't working together. But this year, they really have.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, it's been much better this year. And I think the loss of Bruce Brown and that kind of might take that grade down a bit. But there's definitely some people on our bench who are definitely adding to the chemistry we have.
Okay, all right, I like it. Everybody in the comments say hello to Joey. He will be featured more here, definitely hanging out with us as he's a new producer over here of Denver Sports Daily and Coffee Break. We are happy to have him on the team. So there's plenty of stuff going on with the Denver Nuggets. I think that the B grade is a fair grade. I think that the biggest thing is when Jokic is off the floor, essentially, that it tends to hurt them. And they haven't really figured out the new guys and who's going to really step up and what that's going to look like come playoff time. But of course, you're just rolling with your starting five, whoever can go out there and do it. And I love that they have the chemistry and everything is starting to work out. And I think we all better enjoy it while it's here because who knows how long it's going to last. Moving on, what the heck is going on in Milwaukee? Holy smokes, the Bucks fired their head coach, Adrian Griffin, 43 games into his first season with the team. Here's the thing. You'd be like, okay, they fired him because they were bad. The Bucks were 30-13 and second in the East behind the Celtics. The reason being told is largely because the organization came to believe that they could find an upgrade on the young coach that gave them a better chance to compete for a championship. Okay, you are still doing really well, though, so I'm a little confused by this. And now Doc Rivers is expected to become the next head coach. I was not expecting that one on my 2024 bucket list. I won't lie. Looking at the MLB, Colorado fans should be happy. Todd Helton is selected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was a 5-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, and 3-time Gold Glove Award winner. Helton holds the Rockies club records for hits, home runs, doubles, walks, run scores, and runs batted in and games played. Holy smokes, he obviously has a lot. The video of him yesterday is so sweet. I hope that we have that one. If we do, Joey, hit it and let's see it.
Hello? You got it. Yes. Great. Thank you so much. Yeah. We were excited. Thank you. Bye-bye.
It was the phone flip for me at the very end of that video, obviously, and him wearing purple. So much emotion in one video. And of course, we all have to be extremely happy for him. I'm excited because Jenny Kavnar is going to join me on Coffee Break at 12 p.m. We're going to talk about the battles that obviously Todd Helton had to do as he, made his way into the Hall of Fame. This wasn't a first selection. He obviously had a few years of doing this, plus just what he means to the Rockies community overall. I'm excited to sit down with her for just a little bit. So make sure you tune in 12 p.m. Mountain Time and come hang out with Jenny Kavnar, as Rocky fans know and love her, of course. And Peyton Manning congratulates Todd Helton. These two are obviously best buds. Lots of people have seen this. He says, was an honor to be your backup, an honor to be your fan, and it's an honor to be your friend. Congrats on the Hall of Fame, Todd. So well deserved. Real fun fact and just like random story real quick on this. I actually lived down the street from Todd Helton when I was growing up. So my first memory of Todd Helton was we were going trick-or-treating and he was giving out the king-size candy bars. And so we're going up to his house and everybody's all excited because this is during his prime too. So we're all excited going up to his house and we're like, oh, look at how beautiful this house is. And he's giving out the giant candy bars. And that's how I knew and grew up to love Todd Helton, is because he gave me a king-size candy bar. Now, of course, I obviously respect what he's been able to do through his career, but definitely a kind of a cool moment for me. Good news for Avalanche fans. Arturi Lehkonen and Bo Byram are back in the lineup today against the Washington Capitals. Jared Bednar confirmed. Lecky has not played since November 9th when a collision with a Kraken defenseman sent him headfirst into the boards. I remember Twitter went off on it about how that was such a dangerous play. We're happy he's finally going to be back in the lineup. And then Bo Byram had a lower body injury that Bednar deemed as not serious, but was expected to miss 2 weeks, and he is going to be back in the lineup. So lots of fun stuff happening, obviously, in the Denver area. And then, of course, on the national level, I feel like things are just crazy. But let's take a few minutes to chat in the comments. I see everybody. First of all, I appreciate everybody saying, "What's up, Joey?" I love that too. We're excited to have him over on the team. And then lots of people coming in about the uniforms. New uniforms are the least of their worries. Let's fill the holes and beat the Raiders and a bunch of other things than the stupid uniforms. I'm more concerned about who's going to wear the uniforms. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised by these comments because I feel like so often people are like, when are new uniforms coming? I can't wait for new uniforms. It's always one of our top stories over at denversports.com is anything about new uniforms. But I'm kind of on the same page as all of you guys. I'm like, okay, there are so many other things that need to happen. Let's worry about the uniforms later and then figure out, one, getting a quarterback, hopefully drafting a quarterback. Let's just say that. And then figuring out what the heck they're going to do with players like Garrett Bowles, Justin Simmons, Courtland Sutton. Are they going to be moving on from a lot of those guys? Good stuff on the horizon. All right, make sure you come back 12 p.m. Jenny Kavanaugh and I are going to be talking about Todd Helton. And of course, I'm going to bring up to her that I used to go trick-or-treating at his house because that's like my one connection to Todd Helton. So plenty of good stuff, everybody. Love you all. See you tomorrow for Denver Sports Daily. Bye, everybody.